finish developing it. You actually never finish developing it, let's put it this way. Okay, you release a product. Well, fact of life is that all products have defects. So you're going to get customers calling in. And software testers are involved in that post-release phase in cases, for example, when customers facing an issue which our support team can't reproduce, they cannot troubleshoot, then product engineering team might need to get involved in terms of reproducing that issue in-house in our testing labs. And that's where the software tester would be involved. We also have technical communication specialists who mostly handle user experience and technical writing. So I'll start from technical writing. Technical writing is mostly about writing manuals, but also producing other artifacts like white papers, quick start guides, install manuals, reviewing texts of product UIs. And these people also handle user experience analysis of our products. They basically look at our products and make sure that they are usable, right? You'll be surprised when you're caught in developing something, a piece of software. It becomes so easy to skip that little detail which frustrates customers so much. Why? Well, you know this thing inside out. You know it's code. When something unexpected happens, well, all right, I'll do this, tweak this, click that. Easy. Customer doesn't have that luxury. So technical communications specialists are involved at design stage and also at implementation stage of the product. Then we have quality metrics analysts who are mostly involved in the post-release of a product. Basically, they are our barometer of how the product is doing out there. For the engineering people here, they're our feedback loop into the process. And basically, when there's an issue which cannot be solved out there, which needs fixing which needs looking into it by the product engineering team, first goes through the quality metrics analysts. Okay. Then, of course, we have customers. And as I said before, sometimes we get customers calling in angry because the product isn't working or the product isn't behaving as expected, etc., etc. So we have customer support teams. And over there, you get customer support representatives being the main role. And what these people do is basically they answer calls from customers, they answer emails from customers, they also answer chat messages from customers. We offer chat support. And our support teams are actually divided into frontline and backline teams. Frontline, as the name implies, they're the people who face the customers. They actually get the calls, they get the emails directly from customers, and they handle the easiest issues to resolve. Then the backline handles the more difficult issues to resolve. So things which the frontline can't resolve get escalated to the backline, and eventually something which cannot be solved even by the backline, needs a development fix, for example, gets escalated to the quality metrics analysts. And then, of course, like most companies nowadays, I would say, we have a network, a GFI, and we have, therefore, network administrator taking care of our network. And we also have application developers who produce applications for in-house use, back-end applications. And this team is basically the IT department. Yeah, I know that really all these roles are related to IT, but hey, that's called the IT department. Okay, so that's about the ICT-related roles which we have at GFI. I was asked to talk a bit about skills and qualifications related to these roles. So basically, for all these roles, I would say that an ICT or an engineering diploma or degree, or even some other numeric disciplines, let's say statistics, BSc, business and computing, That's a pillar qualification, so to speak. But then, in reality out there, these qualifications typically need to be complemented with some other qualifications. So, for example, in our case, we work a lot with Microsoft technologies, products. So, for example, MCSCs or MCADs or similar Microsoft certifications. I can't recall offhand the new names of their certifications. They've made them too complex, in my opinion. Networking-related certifications, such as CCNA. Pretty much in all these roles, it's necessary. ISEB or similar software testing-related certifications for the software testing roles. And qualifications like CISSP or similar information security-related certifications, they come in useful, well, in most roles as well, but especially if you're a network administrator, if you're a technical researcher, or if you're a software tester. So that's with respect to skills and mostly with respect to qualifications. Let me move on to some other skills which aren't strictly qualifications. Right. And the first item here is something which I really do expect this place to give you, and I really do expect you people to get out of this place. That's analytical troubleshooting and problem-solving skills. And I see Dr. Kakia here. It's not the first time I heard him talking about, don't learn things by heart. Don't just learn things by heart. Understand what you're doing. Develop, sharpen your analytical skills and your troubleshooting skills. Because out there, it's not going to be what you know by heart. It's a new problem every day. So what you need to sharpen is those analytical troubleshooting and problem-solving skills. Organizational skills. Well, it's a fact of life. You're going to be working in teams. Forget it. You're not going to be working on your own. So for those of you in ICT, those APTs, the team APTs, that's how life is going to be. Computer networking. I already mentioned computer networking qualifications. Well, basically, if you're not knowledgeable about computer networking, nowadays, you're going to have a very hard time in engineering and in ICT. Relational databases and SQL. Again, if you don't know this stuff, you're going to have a hard time. Even if you're in product management, you're probably going to be trying to mine data out of some customer database, trying to mine sales trends, etc. So, have a look at SQL. And especially in our case, at GFI, since we work a lot with Microsoft technologies, things like Windows, Active Directory, Microsoft IIS, SQL Server, Exchange Server, ISA Server, well, the whole lot, really. So, last one about skills and qualifications. Right. Knowledge of software development lifecycle. Guys, sorry. There's girls as well. Actually, I'm pleased to see quite a few females. I think the trend is going for more females, right, Dr. Kakia? About 10 years ago, we used to see very few of them. All of you, software development lifecycle is very important. Knowledge of software engineering concepts like modularity and coupling and cohesion. Again, I see Dr. Kakia. I remember him talking about these things. You don't realize the importance of these things until, you have a product which has developed into this hundreds of thousands of lines beast. And you've got a defect. And you try fixing something here. And for some weird reason or another, something here starts breaking. Jeez, why? It all comes out of good design. Well, in this case, bad design. Object-oriented programming.